Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another wonderful vid. And obviously you've read the title of this video, so you kind of know roughly what it's going to be about. But I'm going to obviously give a bit more detail. And you might be asking yourself, why did you decide to make this video? Well, I thought it would be a good idea to make this video because of the type of things that are talked about on my channel, as well as, similar channels to mine. Obviously on my channel, I talk a lot about, different things that you buy, whether it be, records, CDs, albums of some sort, electronics, video games, whatever. I talked about a car. I talk about things largely a lot of times that you own, right? And you're saying, well, you might say to yourself, I love my car, I love my house, whatever. Or maybe you say, I love an old pair of socks, whatever the thing is you might claim to love. Here's my opinion on that. You don't actually love any inanimate object. Let me ask you something. Do you ever sit up late at night worrying about a CD, its well-being? Would you cry a million tears if you lost this CD? Would you sell this CD? Probably. The reason I say that is, if I lost this, would I be slightly bummed out and mad at myself? Sure. Would I cry for weeks about it? Absolutely not. Do I stay up, worrying about it? No. Do I worry about its well-being? No. But there are, of course, many, well, not many. I guess there are definitely some living entities that I worry about. That I worry about basically everyone who's in my home very much, including, all of the human and non-human inhabitants of this home. Obviously, I worry about them, their well-being, what's going on. A good example of this is a lot of people, call themselves pet owners. Well, let me ask you something. If you actually truly love your pet, would you sell your pet for any amount of money? Like, so, if somebody came along to me and said, I'll give you, I don't know, some ridiculous amount of money. I'll give you $10 million to buy your dog from you. Would I sell my dog for $10 million? No, I don't think that I would. Simply because of the attachment I have to my dogs. Because they're living, they're feeling, I have them, interact with them, they have emotions, they're alive. Now, if somebody said, I'll give you $10 million for this, it'd be gone in a second. I wouldn't even have to think about it. Hell, somebody could offer me significantly less than that. Somebody could offer me, I don't know, let's see, what's the value of this? Probably about 15, 20 bucks. So somebody said, I'll give you $50 for this. It'd be gone, right? So that's the point I'm trying to make. I like items like this. And this is not the only thing I collect. Now, you may have seen these on my channel, a few in the background and all that, but I also collect Transformers. And this is a new item that can still readily be bought in stores. But if somebody said to me, hey, I'll give you, the retail on this was 30 bucks. So somebody came along and said, I'll give you 50, 60, bucks. I'd sell it. Now, would I sell it just for straight retail? No, because I would probably just replace it, right? And there's an opportunity cost. I wouldn't want to go to the trouble of getting this thing again, so I would have to sell it above retail to make it worth my while to sell this thing. Now, you're saying, okay, those things are obviously, that you showed off, are mass market consumable items. Of course, you're not going to love those things, right? Well, I'm going to show you an item now that kind of is a combination of this item I'm about to show you would be pretty irreplaceable. But would I be willing to sell it? This, of course, is a photo of my grandparents, who are both deceased at this point. And the age they are in this, I think, just judging by their appearance in this photo, this was probably taken when I was around, probably between 10 and 12 years old. This is what they looked like, obviously, later in life. They're fairly elderly, as you can see in that picture. And obviously, I remember them very fondly, and I have a lot of great memories of my grandparents who are gone. Would I sell that photo of them? Well, if someone strangely wanted to give me a bunch of money for it, what I would probably do is, before I sold it, I would scan it and have a copy of it and, then sell it, right? I would just make a copy. So, you could say, that's what I get for putting it down, having a hard time. I don't love the actual photograph itself. Even though these folks are deceased, I still love the people obviously depicted in this photograph. When they were, at the end of their lives, obviously, I spent a lot of time thinking about them, talking to them, worrying, yada, 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 all of those things. I was very involved, with them during that time. Well, I was really involved with them from the time I was born until they, it's not like I just hopped on at the very end. I was, I got to know them very well throughout a good chunk of my life until they did pass on. But, I don't love the photograph, but I do love the people in it. So, what's the point I'm trying to make? The point I'm trying to make is nobody really actually loves any physical object. I just want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this, thumbs up. If you hate me, thumbs down. Share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks so much for watching. Live long and prosper.